channel. My name is Michaela, and this is the space where I talk about all things I'm crafting, mostly knitting. This is going to be Vlogtober episode 3. So if you haven't watched episode 1 and 2, go ahead and do that now. And if you have been following along, then you'll know what I'm working on. And if you haven't and you want to start just with this video, that's fine. You don't need to watch episodes 1 and 2 first, but there's a lot of information of me knitting my Braidy loop. So this is my Braidy loop sweater by Other Loops. Here's the back. This cable detailing is adorable. Since the last video, I was knitting on the body and I had knit to about here, and so the past couple days off camera I knit this much of the body. I finished a ball of yarn, which means it was time for me to pick up and start the second sleeve. Now, originally I wasn't even planning on filming today, but something is telling me that I need to share this with you because what the actual heck. I picked up the sleeves last night, started knitting on the sleeves. I have a little schematic drawn out. I can't really like show you in detail because it has like literally laid out row for row all of the decreases, but I wasn't paying attention last night. So I was like knitting and then I was like, oh wait, I wasn't decreasing. So I frogged the sleeve, started over. Today, I started knitting and started doing decreases, except I was reading the wrong part of my schematic. So I was reading increase rows instead of, for probably like something on the yoke, instead of the decrease rows for the sleeves. So I did this twice. So now I need to frog my sleeve again. But to be quite honest, it's fine because I was starting to get this weird hole underneath. So I just need to be more careful about picking up stitches anyway. So honestly, it was probably a sign that I needed to do this, to frog this. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. If you did watch the part 2, then you'll know that I was extremely luteal and not feeling well. And well, I think today's the day that everything is moving, which means that after today I will feel like a brand new person. But that also means I'm feeling really lazy, and I was in the last video. At the beginning of the video I felt great, and then toward the end I was just like slowly downhill. So today I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna knit, I'm gonna have lunch, and I'm gonna pick up my kids, plural, from school. Not my kids. I'm an au pair, in case you didn't know, and I'm living in France as an au pair. And so I'm gonna go pick up my kiddos, take them swimming, and then starting tomorrow, they're leaving for vacation, which is lovely for me because I have the whole house to myself for the next week, which is great because I love spending time by myself. I am very much a self-proclaimed introvert. I'm an extroverted introvert, but I would say that the definition of introvert, I was explaining this to one of my friends when we were in Lyon, is that introvert doesn't mean that you don't like being around people. It means that you get your energy from being by yourself. You get your energy from being not around other people, and extroverts get energy from being around other people. So I like to be around other people, but afterwards I really have to go home and be by myself and recharge. So the next week is going to be me recharging, and then the following week is going to be me in Portugal. I want to say it's one of my first I think it's my first true solo trip by myself. I'm really excited for everything that has to offer, and I can't wait to share with you guys also. But I'm an introvert, so yeah, I'm excited to just have the entire house to myself. Well, me and the dog. And I don't really have any plans. I'm going to start applying for things. I'm going to knit a lot. We're gonna finish the Braidy loop. I would love to also finish the hat that I've been working on, which is, let me grab it. So I think the last update that I had was that I joined the second ball of yarn on this because the brim of the hat is knit double-stranded, and then the crown of the hat is knit with 2 strands of the same yarn, of fingering weight yarn. So this is where I'm at, and I'm actually almost done with this part before I can start crown shaping. I would try it on for you guys. Actually, I have my barber cord on it. Should I try it on? I just don't want to move my scarf, but let's just go for it. Okay, so this is what she's looking like. I'm looking a little smurfy, but no, she's super cute, and I love the color of it so much. And yeah, so this is the update on that. So yeah, this is Perennial Yarn by Kelburn Woolens in the color Cornflower. This is my only thing with beanies that has been like plaguing my existence, which is this part that they always want you to do to like kind of help the brim fold, but I feel like it sticks out a lot. Like I feel like this one is a little bit longer, It might have been that I didn't do a good job measuring, or I stretched when I measure, because I do that sometimes. I'm like, I'm done, I'm not in the mood to keep going, and then I just half-ass the measuring. Or maybe this part is just a little bit too long. But when it's on, you can't see it, so that's what matters to me. I definitely need to fix that, and if you guys have any tips or tricks for that, please let me know. And the yarn that I'm using for my Braidy loop is Knitting for Olive Hazel and the Merino, and Dark Moose in the mohair. So that's what I've been working on. I would also like to finish the yarn that I have on my Paul Cardigan before I need to buy more yarn. I've been putting off buying more yarn, and I probably will. And then maybe toward the end of this vlog, you guys can help me decide my next projects, plural. I know one project that I want to cast on and that I really want to work on in November, but I feel like I also need, because that one's a big project. It's my Dagmar. I might as well just say it. It's my Dagmar, and that's a big project. It's going to take me like the entire month, if not 2, and it's a lot of focus on the cables and everything like that. So I think I want to cast on a second project. Can't think about it until my Braidy loop is done, because I was doing that with my Paul cardigan. I was like, when I'm done with my Paul cardigan, then I can cast on my Braidy loop. But then I realized I was gonna run out of yarn, and then I was like, I don't even want to work on this anymore. Picked up my Braidy loop, have not been able to put it down. So that's, I think, it for this update. I've already been talking for 9 minutes, so that's great. We're off to a great start. I will update you guys probably tomorrow. I'm not really feeling like doing a whole lot today, so I'll just update you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, I'm coming at you a little bit late. I went on an impromptu trip to Geneva today. My friend and I were just sending voice messages back and forth. She's like, I'm gonna spend the entire day in Geneva at the library. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm coming with you. So I was able to work on some grad school applications, which felt really productive. I kind of felt like my body needed rest today, and I wish I would have honored that a little bit, but it's already 9:15. I just made myself some ravioli, and I wanted to give you guys a quick update because I didn't knit at all today, but look how much I got done yesterday on sleeve number 2. Isn't that insane? I did this much of the sleeve yesterday. So my plan was to finish the sleeve tonight, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Just depends. I did have a coffee, a late coffee. Anyone who knows me knows I don't drink coffee, which also probably explains why I was feeling so anxious the past couple hours. I've just been in a big emotional mess, but you guys already know that. That's why you guys are here in my community, and you know that I'm a Pisces, and you know that even despite being a Pisces, there's something in my nature that's just so emotional, and I own it. I live with it. It's just who I am, and that's okay. I'm gonna eat my ravioli. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna knit. I'm gonna watch some Vampire Diaries, and hopefully at some point get tired enough to fall asleep. That's pretty much it. I will update you tomorrow. I'm gonna make a cute little lunch with my friend. We're gonna try to make like a French dish. It's called tartiflette. So I will update you guys tomorrow, and we can have a cute little lunch together. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this clip filmed, because every time I start, I feel like, that's how I feel. Like, oh my gosh, what's his name? It's not Michael Scott, but like the actor that, Steve Carell. When Steve Carell is playing in Bruce Almighty, and then like, what can I think? Jim Carrey is doing like the, that's how I feel right now. That's how I feel. And my brain is clearly not working because I can't even think of actors' names. I'm in chill mode, you guys. I'm in full chill mode because I'm home alone this week. Anyway, the surprise for you is that I finished my second sleeve. I have 2 decisions to make now, which is what to do with the collar. And this is it folded down, and this is it, quote unquote, high neck. But I think she needs folded. She's gonna be folded. That's decision number 1 is made. Decision number 2 is length. So this is where we're at. I put jeans on for you guys so you can see where we're at. I'm probably gonna do a tuck anyway because I'm a tuck girl. So, but I'm thinking that I need at least like 2 more centimeters to be able to do a tuck, just a couple more centimeters. So this is actually my stitch marker from last night, and when I tried it on last night off camera, and I had decided I was gonna do 4 more centimeters, so I did a couple, and now I think I'm just gonna do like 2 more. I'm also on my last balls of yarn. These are my last skeins of yarn, so this worked out perfectly. I'm obviously gonna have quite a bit left over after just adding a couple more centimeters and then sewing down the color. I should really stop filming. This is torture. My brain truly hurts right now. So I think I'm just gonna try to get this done today. I don't feel like I need to drag this out any longer. I mean, it's only been, I don't even know when I started this. I'll have to check and then I'll put it on the screen when I started it. But I wouldn't say it's only been like 4 weeks that it took me to do this, which was not bad. Not bad at all for it being a DK weight sweater. But I'm ready to cast something else on. I think later I might try to make a soup. We have this thing called a Thermomix in this house. And I used it to make cookies, believe it or not. I asked my host out, I was like, hey, I want to make cookies. Do you guys have a hand mixer? And he was like, no, but we have this thing called a Thermomix. You know the thing that we make soup in? You can make cookie dough in that. And I was like, I'm gonna make cookies in a soup blender? Sure. So I tried it. It actually worked out. My cookies came out delicious. I made them with the boys. So anyway, I think I'm gonna actually try to use the Thermomixer to make soup. And I want to make a butternut squash soup. I don't know what I'm gonna throw in. I've never made a blended soup before, so you're gonna probably come along with me. And if you don't, then just ignore everything I just said and I'll see you guys at the next update. Okay guys, so I finished my soup. About to take my first bite. I have like a whole bunch of it so I can eat it throughout the week. This is the color. She looks good. There's a sweet potato, butternut squash, onion, and then like spices and stuff and like broth. She's nice and thick, so let's give her a little taste. She's definitely good. Kind of reminds me of like Panera's like butternut squash soup. It's one of my favorite soups, but it's missing like a little sweetness and it's also missing like some bread. Oh, it's really good. I just took like a big gulp. Delicious. I'm gonna go hang out with this in front of the TV. I've had like a crazy headache and I've just been like trying to be calm. I think it's the weather. I'm not prepared for the seasonal depression, but the soup will help. So I'm gonna go eat my soup. Unfortunately, I have to move out of France. I just saw the biggest spider I've ever seen in my life in this house and he was right next to my bedroom. And now I'm itchy. I know, people are gonna be so mad at me. I kill spiders. I don't like spiders. Anyway, I'm back from the cafe. I had a lovely little cafe session. And then I was like, I'm gonna come home, manifest, and veg out. But then I was like, I can't veg out and not be knitting. It's a problem. I wanted to take the day off knitting. I took a decent portion of the day off knitting. It's about 5 o'clock, but I'm gonna pick up my hat. I think we can finish the hat in this video as well. So for reference, I wanna show you what the hat's looking like on. So this is what the hat is looking like, super cute. I'd probably wear it a little bit further back. So this is what she's looking like on, super cute. Might as well, if I'm gonna veg out, might as well veg out and knit. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go do it in the living room, just have a little knit session with the doggo. I got no plans. I'm chilling this week, you guys, chilling. So let's try to go and finish this hat. I finished my hat. It feels so nice to finish projects. This is my second project I finished in the last 2 days. So it feels really nice to like finish projects back to back. So am I gonna continue knitting on something? I don't know. The other thing that I have to knit is the button band on my Paul cardigan, which I kind of am starting to feel like if I don't pick it up, I might not pick it back up. So I think if I'm gonna knit on anything, I will knit on that. And it involves me having to count for buttons and buttonholes and stuff like that. And I'm not really in the mood to do that. But I don't know. I've just been a knitting machine and it's been really nice to finish projects. So I think I'm just gonna make myself a little dinner because it's getting late. It's after 7. Walk the dog and possibly call it an early night. Good morning from my bed. The council has decided that we're staying at home all day and in bed. I'm the council. I went out and took the dog for a walk and at first it wasn't raining and I was like, perfect. And then it started raining and I was like, ugh. and it's so just like yucky fall outside. I like the first part of fall. I like when the leaves change. I like when they fall. I like when it's a little crisp outside. The rainy, soppy, dark, gray part of fall, not for this girl. So we're gonna stay in bed. I also very much want to soak up as much time I have by myself before my host family comes back from their trip. I'm gonna work on my Paul cardigan. I'm resisting the urge to cast something on until I get back from Portugal. So working on one of my whips is where I'm at. I wanted to have this finished by October and it's clearly going on November. I'm just working on the button band. That's all I have left to do. The problem is I know I'm gonna run out of yarn. It's a double knit button band. I don't even think I'm halfway through the first half of the button band, like the first side. So I'm just gonna do this till I run out of yarn and then I can order more yarn. I'm gonna continue watching The Bone Collector. I started it last night. It's on Netflix. It's got Denzel. I love Denzel. I'm gonna watch every Denzel movie, 10 out of 10. And it also has Angelina Jolie, but I've never seen it. It's kind of like crimey. So I was watching it last night, but then I fell asleep. So we're just gonna watch that. That's what we're gonna do. One and a half Denzel movies later, and I finished the button band of, well, the first side of the button band of my cardigan. So I think today I'm just gonna pick up these stitches. This is how much I have left. I had the hope for like 0.2 seconds that it was gonna be enough. It's absolutely not gonna be enough. I'm a little bit delusional. I should just order it. I don't know why I'm like I think I do have like a tiny bit of hope left. It'll be enough. It's not gonna be enough. Like this is not gonna be enough for a double knit button band. The sun is out just a tiny bit, so I might go take the dog for his afternoon walk while it's sunny. I'm trying to decide if I want to continue with my Denzel movie marathon because I finished Bone Collector and then I just watched Man of Fire, which was circa 2004. I just looked it up. And Dakota Fanning is like 10 years old in that movie. So cute. It's not a cute movie, but it's like she's cute in it. And I just looked it up. I didn't know that Dakota Fanning's a Pisces. Pretty cool. Yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna probably go for a walk, make some lunch, and then come back and pick up these stitches and continue my movie marathon. I'm not leaving the house today. You can't make me. Hello again. Today's Thursday, and I wanted to give you guys an update on my Paul cardigan because I was working on the button band last night. Obviously, I finished this side, and this is how far we got on the other side, and this goes by so slow. Like, this is like probably 3 hours worth of work. I have the tiniest bit of hope, but I know that hope is the last thing to die, okay? I have okay, now that I'm holding this up, there's no way. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of yarn. But the plan for right now is I'm actually about to put a deep conditioner in my hair because this hair has not been deep conditioned since I cut it. I bought a deep conditioner on Amazon because my hair is gonna be dry, okay? Like, dare I show you what's under the scarf? Maybe.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the?
But I'm gonna put a deep conditioner on and then I'm gonna eat. Then I'm gonna roll and start blocking my Braidy loop. So that's exciting. I'm excited to block her. Pretty much my plan. And then I'm gonna knit, and then later my friend Ainsley's gonna come over and we're gonna have a little pizza and movie night. It's gonna be so cute. I have been dying to cast something on. But also yesterday, guys, I might have applied for a test knit. That would require me to buy yarn for it. So I'm trying not to cast on because then what if I have to abandon that project for this project? Also, I wanted to throw another project in the loop for projects that I might want to cast on, and it's called the Milano Zip Up Sweater, and it is absolutely darling, and I think I want to cast that one on. I really do. But my only thing about it is I'm nervous that once I get to the zipper part that I'm gonna like lose like interest in it. So, because then I have to find a zipper and then I have to sew the zipper. I don't know, but I wanted to throw that one in there as a list of options for you guys to think about. And also, I was going through my screenshots yesterday and I saw an Ingrid sweater in a dark green color. And it kind of just feels like it was manifesting that I would knit that one day. And I have that dark green sweaters quantity and it looks so cute. I'll obviously put it on the screen, but like, Guys, I think that's what I want to knit, but I'm trying not to have too many textured things on the cable, on the needles at once. So I'm feeling like I should cast something on that's like stockinette, and like I don't have any stockinette options because everything I want to knit is either lace, textured, or cabled. If I get selected, the sweater that I applied to test knit for is the moose sweater. It's a colorwork, adorable moose sweater. It kind of reminds me of like maybe a vintage Abercrombie kind of thing, but it's super cute. I think I have my color scheme picked out as well if I were to get selected, and if not, then it's fine. It's fine. I'll just cast something else on. But I'm trying really hard not to cast something else on before Portugal, because if I cast something on, I'm gonna want to take it with me. So that's why it's been really nice to like tackle the projects that I've had on my needles instead of just like cast something else on. Yeah, I feel like I'm rambling, but I need to go do things. So I'm gonna go do things, and I will see you guys in a bit. Wow, the sun's coming out. This feels like one of those packagings that I'm never gonna be able to get these back into, but we'll see. These are super sturdy, by the way, like extra sturdy. So I'm gonna lay these out and get ready to block my Braidy. It also came with these extremely cute pin stitch markers and a little case to hold everything in. I actually really like this. This was relatively expensive. I mean, it was $50 on Amazon, 50 euros. So I don't know, you tell me if that's a decent price or not, or how much you paid for yours. And it came with 9 blocks, but I'm gonna go get my Braidy. You guys will never guess what just happened to me. I won Yarn Chicken. Not by much, not by much. This is what I have left. But I won Yarn Chicken. And what's crazy is I almost ordered the yarn. Like I had it in my cart a few weeks ago, and then I was like, no, I'll just use the yarn that I have left and then we'll see how much I need. And then I came up with this genius plan to get the knitting for olive that I needed while I was in Portugal, because I found a store that has it instead of ordering it and paying for shipping and all this stuff. And then I was okay, if that's the case, I'm gonna get it in Portugal. I need to use as much as I can, because I had hope. I had hope through most of the knitting of the button band that I would have enough. And I was like, okay, maybe I have enough. Then I was like, no, quit being crazy, you don't have enough. And then I was like, no, what if I have enough? And then I finished it, because literally I've been hyper focused this week. I've had nothing but time to be a knitting machine. We did it. Do you want to see what she looks like? She obviously needs a really good block. Unfortunately here, in order to try to save some yarn, I was kind of doing a couple knit togethers, trying to make it work, but I think we can aggressively block that out, and once it's like buttoned, you won't be able to tell. I'm hoping that she blocks decently down. She's extremely like wide and oversized, and we love that, but I think she could block down a little bit, and it would make me extremely happy. But yeah, that's my Paul cardigan. I can't believe it. She has been on the needles, I want to say since like July, and it's almost November. So it is just time to get this lovely girl off the needles, and just in time, because I have blocking mats. Hopefully my Braidy will be dry tomorrow so that I can like block this one for a couple days, because this is dense. This is 2 strands of fingering and a mohair held together. It's dense. I like that it's dense. It feels like it's gonna be very cozy for winter. I have a feeling I'll be grabbing this all the time. It's really soft too. I love the merino, superwash merino content of it. I kind of want to knit all of my sweaters in merino, just because when I put it on, it doesn't feel itchy. I love it, guys. I love it. I obviously need to block and put buttons on it. Here's my buttonholes, by the way, if you wanted to. I don't know why you would want to see them, but there they are. For the rest of the night, I think I'm gonna clean my room and clean the house a little bit, and my friend is gonna come over and we're gonna do a little movie night. And I said I was gonna knit during movie night, and now I have nothing to knit on. That's crazy. I finished 3 projects in this vlog, And now I have literally only one thing on the needles. I have a sock on the needles. I also just ran out of storage on my phone. I have 256 gigs. That's absolutely crazy. I'm going to leave this part of the vlog. I am gonna go enjoy my night, and I will see you tomorrow to wrap this up. Okay guys, today is the last day of my peace and quiet. So I'm really going to go ahead and soak it up, and I'm going to close out this video. But I want to remind you, we finished 3 projects in this video. We finished my Braidy loop sweater, we finished my Brownstone beanie, and we finished the knitting on my Paul cardigan, which is insane work how much you can get done when you do literally nothing but knit for a week. 3 projects off the needles, and I have the urge to cast on so badly, so much so that I did knit a gauge swatch. So this is a gauge swatch that would be for a Milano zip up, which I think I mentioned yesterday. The problem is I know I'm not gonna have enough yarn for this, just based on how much yardage it calls for and how much yardage other people have been saying that they've been using. But I decided that I'm gonna go for it and cast it on, and I'm going home for Christmas. So I know I can get more of this yarn, and I could email my local yarn shop because Miss Andrea is a saint, and she would definitely put 2 skeins of this on hold for me. And the best thing is, like, these skeins are so inexpensive. They're $11 per skein. I love this yarn actually, and when I go home I might buy another sweaters quantity because it's fabulous. This is the Yarn Citizen Unity worsted. I really enjoyed working with their Trinity cashmere. It's on one of my capsule cardigans, the one that I knit for myself, not the one I knit for my mom, and it's ultra soft. It's the softest thing I've ever felt paired together with a merino. So yeah, I think I'm gonna cast this on. I'm gonna block the swatch, but I think I'm gonna cast it on. I think secondly I'm gonna cast on my Dagmar, and I think thirdly I'm gonna cast on another hat because I want to knit the double thick hat by Karima Ali, and it's time. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. Shout out to all my Game of Thrones fans out there. And I have a lot of time and I want to knit. The next time I see you, I will be in Portugal, and I need to figure out which project I'm going to take with me. Originally, I thought like maybe I should take a book and force myself to read. But if I don't have knitting, I watched a movie last night with my friend and I didn't have anything to knit on, and I was like, what do I do? What do I do? So I think I'm going to cast on those 2, and then I'm going to cast on my Dagmar. I think next month's vlogs are gonna be Dagmar. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Anywho, I'm gonna close out this video. It was so lovely hanging out with you guys. I hope to see you in the next video in Portugal, and I will catch you next time.